There we go.
Hey chat, are we live?
Hey chat.
Testing.
Hey chat. It's everybody. All right, let me get the music.
Welcome in, everyone. That sweet TI-83 music.
Don't tell anybody, but it. I used. Well, you know what? We'll have people guess what Castlevania game I picked as the background for the music.
Zero, have you unmuted yourself? David is saying that you didn't.
I did, but initially I did not.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay.
Testing.
You know, we could solve a lot of these problems if we had David TKI as a mod of Board Boosters to remind us to do that.
It's true.
It's a good reminder to everyone out there that if you want to take on responsibility that takes you away from playing the games, feel free to let us know, and we will make you a mod.
David,
I see a few names in chat.
You know what, David? You can refuse responsibility as a mod too. You don't have
Yeah. Bug Doctor's not here. Did you see him in the call?
Yeah, that's great. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the mod chat is really just, hey, sorry, I am really busy. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry, I'll do it now. Like, that's all it is. That's all mod chat is. Yeah.
Earlier, Zarek is just like pings Latalis ? And I'm like, oh shit, you right. I got to open up the submissions.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's what my mod is. It's just reminding everyone or apologizing. Welcome to the post-mortem for Castlevania Prelude of Chaos for the TI-83 calculator.
Yes.
Which was our boosted game last month, a full month ago. This is I think the latest we've ever done our post-mortem, so you've all had lots of time to think about it. Mm-hmm. I am not the most Castlevania-y person. Does someone want to talk a bit about the type of game in general, and then we can talk about this specific game? Or
I can take a stab at it.
Okay.
Ha! Well, that stab doesn't work because it's whips, but you know, let's say you got a spiky whip.
How exciting!
So this is a game that was made by a Castlevania fan. I wish I knew the name of the person who made the game. Maybe it's on the. No, it's not on here. Anyway. The person who made the game, somebody in chat maybe can find out. But
I thought you were going to say someone in chat.
I wish they were in chat. That'd be great.
Someone in chat made this game, by the way.
But they originally made it for the TI-83 calculator. I don't know. I mean, TI-83s and 84s are still used in classrooms today, so like anybody is probably familiar with playing games on TI-83s in school. But this is a pretty extensive one that was made, and it follows the same sort of play style as like Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest for the NES. Has a lot of collecting hearts to use as currency to buy upgrades to weapons and keys and things like that you would then use to access new areas and bosses. And it's fairly impressive. It has its own soundtrack and everything. I don't have the soundtrack playing right now because I couldn't find it short notice. Right now we're listening to Belmont's Revenge on the Game Boy, which is an excellent game, Castlevania game as well. But yeah, that's this game. They came out with a version on Windows as well that you could download after the TI-83 was getting less that version was getting less play, so they decided to release it. You can get it on whatever the website is where you get video games. Don't remember.
Itch.io. I put it in the chat.
Yes,
I put it in the
thank
chat.
You. Itch.io. Martin Bosquet. Biscuit. Bouquet?
Biscuit.
It's probably French. I don't know.
Biscuit?
So anyway.
Biscuit.
Martin Biscuit. Anyway. Martin, if you're watching or you ever find this, I'm so sorry.
And also you're welcome.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the game. You play as I guess for all those lore people out there, you play as a character named Alexis Belmont, which is not one of the characters you play as in any of the other Castlevania games from the time. I think it's somebody who's made up, but Castlevania fans in the chat can let me know. But anyway, there you go. There you have it.
There you have it.
There you have it.
Now, I will say when I was a little kid and I had a Nintendo Entertainment System, I like this is like that time period. I went to my friend's house and that person had Castlevania. I don't know which one, like whatever it is for the NES. And I remember I played it for, a few minutes, and the character moved so slow, and I felt it was so clunky. I was like, who would play this?
Just imagine
and it was only as
Well,
it was only as an adult that I met people that were like, "Oh, Castlevania is like my favorite game." I was like, "Did you have other games? Like, what's up with this?" But if you did like that original Castlevania, then you would probably like this one. It felt the same to me, and it was like for a game on a calculator, pretty substantial. Like, there's a lot of stuff to do. I will say there are elements of the other games that would have helped you in this game. It follows like a item progression, sort of. It's not that expansive. That there's like layers and layers and layers to the game, but there is some manner of item progression and things that you have to do. And then there was like one example of something you kind of just had to know. Like, maybe there was somewhere where to read it, but I couldn't find it. That you had to like do a certain motion, just like take a knee or like something like that in the game for a bridge to open up. And I couldn't figure it out. And Vane, who's in chat, just ended up Googling it and telling me.
It's funny because I mean that's
or like
for people who've played Castlevania 2 on the NES. I mean, that's a very common complaint about that game is you have to do the exact same thing somewhere. So if you've played Castlevania 2 on the NES and got to that point, you'd be like, oh, this game's the same. I wonder if you have to do that, But also, like, how would you know where to do it?
Yeah. This game in particular, I think, this is distinct from other Castlevania games, with the possible exception of Castlevania 2. It does sound like there were a lot of overlap there, or there's a lot of overlap there. The enemies were really tanky. Like, it took a long time to kill stuff. And there are item upgrades in the game, which is, again, pretty cool for a game that some guy just made for a calculator that you get away for free. But you really had to get them, or else you just couldn't make progress. And if everything took so long to die, and you would get hit and then run out of life and get start from the beginning, kind of thing. So,
I believe the game gives you a significant number of lives, but also still, it's difficult. It's difficult. I did not get a speedrun in, but I did play it a little bit casually, and yeah, it felt very Castlevania 2 to me. And the only reason that I can get anywhere in Castlevania 2 is because I had to learn how to speedrun it. So, that helps a lot.
Well, there you go.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, I have no personal experience with retro Castlevania, so I picked this game up a little bit intending to do the speedrun for the boost, and I couldn't really get into it because I grew up with, Symphony of the Night, Aria, and Dawn of Sorrow, where it's more RPG and less
very fluid motion,
Belmont, whippy. Yeah. So I couldn't wrap my head around it. I feel a little bad about that.
All right.
Go ahead.
I did finish the game. Like, I played through the whole thing on stream. I couldn't go back then. Like, it took me over 2 hours, right? I couldn't go back then and do a speedrun of it. I didn't, because I was having a hard time enjoying it. There were a few like weird things of it. Like, I mentioned that enemies are pretty tanky. The last boss takes like over 40 hits.
Yeah, when we watched the world record run of Mike's Speedy Adventure, Mike's Speedy Adventure's splits are called the number of hits that need to be.
There you go. There you go. I just remember it being a lot. 40 in my mind is insane amount.
The final amount for the final boss, the split is called 151 hits. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
You're just doing it for so long. Like, you're just hitting it for so long. And if you're lucky, you can. I don't know in the speedrun if they get the invulnerability item that you can get. So that can meaning you can just sort of sit in one spot and hit it for a while, but that doesn't last forever, right? So, yeah, it's it just seems like a bit of an oversight. It's hard to knock a guy's like homemade game, right? If a studio had put this out, you might rightfully complain, but if I was sitting in math class and I could do this or math, I might do this instead.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Learn to count to 150.
It definitely was. It was made to be played over the course of a long period of time. I think. I don't know if it was really intended to be played in one sitting. But it's impressive to see like how closely this game replicates the Castlevania 2 experience, because all the things that you're saying about this game, you could apply to people's criticisms of Castlevania 2 on the NES. It did cryptic puzzles in terms of like where you need to go, slow upgrades to weapons, bosses that are very tanky if you don't have the right weapons, and also even if you do sometimes. So in those regards, like it's incredibly impressive, especially if you like Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. You owe it to yourself to try this game out, because like it's very, very cool.
Mm-hmm. It also I had a game that I did play in math class on my TI-83 calculator that I still have, and it was like a game where kind of like one of those old Krusty games on the NES, like Krusty the Clown, where you pick up the blocks and you can move them and make like a little you can make stairs kind of thing to get to an area, and then go. Exactly, and that game looked terrible. I played hours of it in class, but that game looked terrible. This game looks good. It looks like Castlevania. It's if you saw it, you'd be like, "Oh, that's a Castlevania game." I don't know what system it's on, but that's a Castlevania game. The person did a lot of work and obviously really likes Castlevania. And it doesn't. There's only a couple spots where like I jumped out of bounds or that sort of thing where I was like, "Oh, like, what happened here?" It's pretty well put together for what it is. I think
it's really good.
Yeah.
As far as...
Am I the only one here who didn't play calculator games in class? Am I just a nerd?
I will say that I never was able to get the calculator games on my calculator. My family was very slow to get computers and things like that, so I never really had that opportunity. But I did play some other people's calculators.
Interesting. No, we would share the games in school. Like I think you could connect the calculators. I might be remembering that incorrectly, but I know there was a way you could share the games. And
okay, so you're saying I didn't have friends?
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
They had cables that would be.
It wasn't that you were a nerd; it's that you're antisocial.
They had cables that you could then connect them to your computer, but that was for like downloading like firmware updates and things like that. But obviously, people found a way around that. But then you could also connect them to another person's calculator if you wanted to get them that way. And people found a way around that too. So, let's. Do we want to talk a little bit more about the speedrun? I guess we kind of did. The speedrun fights 3 bosses. I can't remember how many total there are in the game, but there's more than 3. We don't fight all of them.
I think there's only 4. I think there's only 4, but I might be wrong.
There's only one that we don't fight. The people were talking about an all bosses run at one point, and I think it's just the one that we don't. 4 bosses, but we don't fight death. There it is. Thank you, Uchi. I don't believe we get any upgrades to the weapon. So I think it's just they're just too far out of the way. So it's really just like get to.
That's too bad.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Do we want to watch it? Should we watch the run?
Let's do it.
Put it up here.
I don't know. Do we want to?
David TKI says someone did farm for the upgraded whip. I'm surprised it's not better because of how many hits these bosses take.
I think it's just because really what you're trading hits on the boss for hits on enemies to drop hearts. to get the upgrades. So like, you kind of have to weigh your options there.
Yeah. There's also the enemy heart drops, which are like a currency, are a little bit inconsistent. They can drop a bigger heart or the smaller one, which are worth different amounts. So there's, I think, a bit of luck in that as well.
All right, I'll hop in there. I will share the screen. All right, here we go.
Oh, recursive mods.
I'm like, watching me.
All right, you probably won't have audio, but everybody else does. All right, we don't waste any time. Getting right into it.
Look at this man go.
So you can see, like, it looks
So
great.
that's avoiding a death in a pit right there by jumping across it. The some of the, like, I thought it was weird that they put pits in the towns. Maybe they do that in other Castlevania games.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a bit of farming here. Yeah, and this is Mike's run. Yeah, so Mike is farming. Yeah,
Need 50 hearts here at the beginning. So everybody strap in.
yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of this.
We've got a big heart there.
Yep,
Okay,
big hearts
okay.
drop 5, and little hearts. No, I think big hearts are 6, maybe. Yeah, 6.
Big hearts look like 6. Small hearts look like 2.
Is Mike avoiding taking a hit because he's hitting the monster and then it's doing
Yes.
iframes and then
That
he's
is
walking past
definitely
it
a
then?
thing
Okay.
That comes up in the boss fights for sure.
Okay. I didn't realize that was the case.
Interesting.
Patak says, with each passing Mike world record, I feel happier with my quartet PB. And yeah, as a board booster, so I was pretty competitive in the Chikyu Kaiho gun runs. I had the world record for a couple moments, and then Mike would get it back. But you really have to just be okay with being worse than Mike at the games that we play.
So we got the holy water. So we can.
Yeah.
It'll be important. Break through
So
walls.
50 hearts
and
for
stuff.
holy water.
Okay, so was that a death there?
Yeah.
Was that intentional?
Mhm.
I assume it was.
Because I believe you have to make those platforms appear and to reset the health.
Yes.
All right, so we were boss first.
Pretty sharp movement there.
Pirate Ghost. So it takes 21
21
hits.
hits.
That's a split. Graciously lets Mike know. Good hit there.
Life max up.
So yeah, you can see using those iframes to get through some of, especially the ones that are on platforms above the pits.
Classic NES game annoying bird attack there.
Yeah, no kidding.
By the pits back there.
Yep.
Oh, a load. Save and
Yeah,
load.
so this is
Interesting.
a death abuse to go back to the beginning town. Because it'll reset you at the beginning of the game if you lose all your lives.
And then you can walk the other direction. Yeah, okay.
There's a little bit of time there.
You can walk left or right out of that town. Both towns, I think. Or 2 of them. There might be 3 total in the game.
Lots of iframe abuse here.
Yeah, I found myself also kind of just jumping through this area to try and get past a lot of that stuff at one point. Yeah, I guess it's fastest. Okay, so he's taking a knee here to get that bridge. That was the thing that Vane had to help me with because I just didn't know that existed.
It at least it resets, or it sets up a lot faster here than it does in the NES game. It likes kneel for quite a while.
Oh, interesting. A lot of really good jumping here. That's it must have been difficult for him to get fully on top of how to do all that, but he jumped up quite a lot of like flights of stairs and stuff there, and that wouldn't have been easy.
We'll say in this game, it's a lot easier to tell what blocks can be destroyed by holy water, which is not something that They not a grace that is given to the player in the NES version.
61 hits this time, I see.
They're really just stun locking the enemies and then trying to sneak
whip his knees, whip his knees.
Ow, my knees.
At least the boss pattern is simple.
It's curious. Like you have to wonder when the guy made the game, did he then go and play through it and be like, "Well, this is a bit long." If he's like, "No, I intend for this to be this way." See, this jumping around here and making it up there, you can fall down pretty easily. So Mike's doing a good job managing all of that. It can get a bit difficult to see what's going on here, and these eyes chase you in a way that it can be difficult to attack them because they don't always line up directly. So just moving past them pretty quickly here. Yes, even missing that shot and then trying again.
Why
fight when you can just take damage?
Right. That's exactly right. So we're getting very close to the final boss already. You'll notice that there's 8 minutes. The run itself is 7 minutes 58 seconds, and I think 2 minutes of that is spent fighting the final boss. So here we are.
That last screen we saw was like you couldn't. It's like a very odd screen. I guess just walking back the way you came is just the same as walking forward. But there's all these skeletons and sort of nothing is like happening. It's very odd. This is interesting, stun locking the boss here.
It's just giving him a shower, you know.
You kind of have to. You kind of have to get used to like how many hits between because the enemy or the boss is proceeding through its animation. So you kind of have to understand exactly how many hits it's going to take before it ends up, disappearing and reappearing for its attack. That's why Mike is going into the middle platform there, so that it resets the position of the boss. And he's not taking a hit on this platform up here.
Yeah, the boss appears on top of you, sort of thing. But I didn't realize you could stun lock it with this much consistency.
Yeah, I mean I think it takes a lot of practice.
Whip his knees, whip his knees.
David TKI says the weird thing with the boss is that it chooses a position, but then doesn't move with the camera.
How much water can one man take?
All these that Alexis is carrying. That's wild. That's a lot of bottles.
the why can't I hold all these limes guys? Like, what am I going to do with all these bottles of holy water?
Yeah, I went into this fight with an invincibility and the most upgraded weapon, and it took me a couple tries. It was very, very difficult. So that does make it look incredibly easy compared to that. Incredible work again, Mike. We're all very impressed down here.
Mando's
on Earth.
Machine saying the world record makes stun locking look easier than it is, which is very true. The timing on that is very precise.
What is a man? A miserable little bag of water.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's got a nice little ending sequence here. I'm going to cut it short a little bit, so if you want to see the rest of the ending sequence, you're going to have to play the game.
So the brave Alexis Belmont put Dracula into... Oh. Womp womp.
All right. We got to get our soundtrack playing again. Sweet, sweet tune.
We are really motoring through this postmortem, I got to say.
It's because Bug Doctor's in here.
Right? He's
I
not
know,
here to slow us down.
Drones on and on. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. I
We love you, Bug.
I think this is definitely going to be a speedrun that I get back to. I was quite busy over the course of the last 2 months. Really did want to get one in on this, but was not able to. I want to try to get a run in on a calculator. That's what I want to do. I want to get on the physical calculator.
Yeah. I have one of the calculators, and I was like, I should pull it out for this. Like, I feel bad that I didn't. And when I saw that the run got down to like less than 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, I feel bad. But
I used to have mine right in my drawer over here, but it's not there right now. That would have been quite the move. Pull it out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite the flag. Like, I got it right here. Say hello to my little friend.
When I graduated, this is a sort of like a totally separate story. But when I graduated high school, my friend in math class, she's like, I don't think I'm ever going to use this calculator again. Do you want it? And I remember buying the TI-83 and my dad making a big deal about how expensive it was because it's like $100. And so my friend in the class was like, she's like, do you want this? And I was like, yes, I do. I never used it, but I was like, I'll take $100 calculator. Thank you very much.
And they still go for
Thanks.
That. They're still that expensive. They've not changed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If you're out there, Alicia, then I have your calculator still.
Join Board Boosters.
Yeah.
Well, congrats to all the people who boosted the game this month. Beat Zero, who suggested the game. David TKI, Matos Machine, Mike Speedy Adventures, Uchi, and Zarek. Thank you very much for getting runs in. The board's not going anywhere, so if this looked intriguing to you, if you know any Castlevania nerds out there, especially some Castlevania 2 NES nerds who don't know about this game, let them know and get this board boosted some more. That'd be awesome.
It is worth saying that there is a very large Castlevania community, even though this game like had no runners really, nor not like a significant amount of runners. Hopefully, we see other Castlevania people who are like in that universe, who, question and be like, okay, maybe I should try this one out because some people have played it now. So,
I do want to mention before we continue to the wheel, that we have a member of the community who is going to be running a game at GDQ, and not only any run at GDQ, but a board boosters run at GDQ. Matos Machine will be running. Randall, our friend Randall the Grape Jelly Cube.
Randall the Grape Jelly Cube goes to Soda Valley for some reason.
Yes.
Does he go to Soda Valley for some reason? Goes to GDQ for some reason?
I'm really excited for that. Make sure that you check out the schedule for GDQ, that you got your wallet ready to make some funny comment when Matos is doing the run.
Yep.
Yeah.
David and I will also be there commentating and helping out and cheering Matos on. But we're very, very excited to see our Grape Jelly Cube up on the stage at GDQ. That game was selected at GDQ. That wheel spin was done at GDQ.
That's right.
The year before.
It's like full circle. Yeah.
So
that's really cool. That's really cool. Just while we're doing a couple shout outs, I do want to say if anyone has runs that they're doing for charity events, or if you're participating in anything like that, or you're doing even a marathon, what have you, we do have a place in the Discord, a channel dedicated to that kind of thing, and please post stuff there because folks want to see you doing it, even if it's not a Board Boosters game. Like it can be anything in that universe. If you're doing a run, we want to come and support you. If you're a member of Board Boosters and say, and like be in the chat and watch you do your runs, that is definitely something we encourage. The other thing I want to mention, because these two, I think I'm in the middle. Oh no, they're like on the side of me here.
Like mirrored.
These two, not me, because I hate charity and children and all those wonderful things. But they are doing a thing this month called Tales of Appreciation, where they're raising money for a children's hospital or like a rhino hospital or something, a hospital that does something for something sad. If you want to, I know Litalis is doing a long stream tomorrow on her channel. But please go and take a look at that. They're playing Tales games for a good cause, I think, or rhinos. I can't remember, one or the other.
It is for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
But again, if anyone out there in the chat, in the board boosters is doing anything like that, a marathon or what have you, and you want people to come shout you out and cheer you on from the sidelines, we are happy to do it. Please let us know. We'll be there.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of people.
I'll be sure to
posted in there already, and I love seeing that because there's events in there that I wasn't aware of. Love seeing it.
Yeah. David TKI in the chat just saying he's running a Zelyard, which he just ran at RPG Limit Break, and is running again for GDQ Hotfix on Monday. So make sure to check that out.
Absolutely, love seeing Zelyard get
very cool.
Their confirmed team cancer.
And Zelyard is a game that David wasn't able to participate in with board boosters originally, but went back and ended up learning it, and now is like running at all these events. So it's just super cool.
Yeah. It's a hard game, but it is a very cool game.
All right. Should we spin this dang wheel?
We should do it.
Dang old wheel.
For those who are not aware, we changed up the way that the wheel works last time. Last time was the first time we did with the new system for the wheel spins. We open up suggestions about
this is the third time, actually.
Okay, my bad. Well, anyway.
Yeah. Gosh, zero counts.
See, anybody can be a mod, even people who don't know what's going on. We open up.
Actually, a prerequisite for being a mod is just barely holding on, as it is.
So we take suggestions about a week before the post-mortem, and then you can make your suggestions. You can get other people to also make the same suggestions as you if you really want to get a game picked, get higher chance of it being picked. Mm-hmm. And then after.
Yeah, there wasn't much discussion this time around.
Yeah, no collaborations this time. We have one vote on every game. So, and then at the end, once we spin the wheel, all those games, they go off the list, and you can suggest them again the next time. So, if your game doesn't get picked this time, please go ahead and submit one next time. Same game, different game, whatever you want.
Yeah. Because I update the suggestion lists live as I review and see who's submitted what. That list is always in the game suggestion. So if you see a game already on that list that you're like, I'd like that to win, submit the game a second time, and it gives it better odds.
Are there any games on the list that we want to, or that anybody here wants to see selected? And people in chat, feel free to say as well.
Well, I submitted a game. If my game gets picked, I will say I will be the first person to have 3 games picked, which almost feels
rigged.
Yeah, they will, because I feel like there's some people who put in games consistently and have never been picked. So I would almost feel bad about that, but not. I'd mostly just laugh. The game I put in, Arcus Odyssey, I've put in many times. It is a very good game. I played it as a kid. I really want to speedrun it, but I want you guys to do it with me.
We'll definitely participate. My vote is going to have to go to the one I voted for last time as well, which is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, for the NES and Game Boy, suggested by David TKI. I really want to see that game. It's a really cool NES game that doesn't get enough love, and not a lot of people know about it. Does a bunch of different type of genres all kind of mixed into one, which is cool.
Yeah. Right, that one, yeah. I went to see Backrooms yesterday, and there was an ad, like a trailer for a new Robin Hood movie, where it kind of makes Robin Hood look like the bad guy, and you know that the ultra rich are having a time when they're trying to make Robin Hood look like a bad guy.
By the way, Mike's Speedy Adventures run started playing in the background there, so I apologize for the loud run that was happening for about 20 seconds there. It is now fixed.
Of the games that were suggested for me, Bubble Bobble Part 2 has been on this wheel for like 3 years.
That's true.
I think it's time it got picked. So that's where my heart is. I'm like, they deserve it. But I would also like to see like Arcus Odyssey looked really interesting. Dexterity looks really interesting.
All right.
But that's where my heart is.
All right. Well, enough hearts. It's time to get the hard data. Let's get this wheel spinning. There it is in all of its glory.
Prepare your rig in chat, please.
I gotta scroll down here and I'm gonna shuffle these up so that people don't. I have to shuffle it the exact number of times that I know will make the one I want to show up.
you already know which one's gonna land. You just have to shuffle it until it's correct.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. Click to spin. I won't react until a few seconds after it's picked because people are watching this on stream.
Yeah, a little delay. Oh.
It's Dexterity. This is Bug Doctor's. Well, Bug Doctor wanted to suggest this, but he didn't this time. Patak did. So Bug Doctor will be happy.
What system is this game on?
This is a Game Boy puzzle type game, but puzzle action type game. I'll pull up some stuff while we're talking about it.
Oh, I think I've seen Bug play this, haven't I? Maybe I'm wrong. No, I've definitely seen Bug Doctor play this.
I don't think there's a board, actually. I think this is a brand new board. So we're gonna be
we gotta make another
making
board.
a board from scratch this time around. There you go. Ace has got a description in the
free world record chat
there for you.
Uchi in chat with the happy Game Boy. I think anytime we play a Game Boy game, Uchi's going to be happy, so that's good.
Funny Field in Japan. Why'd they name it Dexterity if it was called Funny Field?
Here, I put up a little video of it while we're playing here. So,
Funny Field is also a better name for this game because it's a field that's kind of funny and you interact with the field actively. So for folks who are seeing this for the first time,
video clearly doesn't know how to play the game.
Yeah, you have to flip the tiles. This is a really bad video actually for describing this. You have to. Oh my god! What did you?
The first one, the first option. All right, how about this one? I don't know who this streamer is, but we're gonna watch them play Funny Field. Here we go.
So you have to flip all of the tiles in order to progress to the next stage. The enemies interact with the tiles and screw you up. When you flip a tile that is lined up with another tile that's been flipped, it will flip all of them in sequence, like all of them.
Kind of like Othello.
Yeah, very much so. So you can see them doing it here, going along the top and flipping them all. And so there's a lot of strategy involved, especially with the counterplay of the enemies. I do think it's going to be a good run. It's just there's a bit of skill there involved. I think that it'll be kind of frustrating for some people, but it seems like a good game. I've played around with it a little bit. Yeah, I think
shoutouts to Live with Michelle for knowing how to play this game. It's very, very good.
Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah.
You're now an honorary booster.
Anyway, there you go. Well, congrats to Patak for getting their game selected for our next boost. We will get the Discord updated and everything, so feel free to dive in to Dexterity. Like I said, we don't have a board for this one, so play through it casually, do some experimenting, let's do some labbing, and let's get a board made.
Yeah,
that also means because it's the the first in 2 days. If you get a speedrun of this game done, consider submitting that to speedrun.com so you can be the mod for the board. Because we have to... Yeah, we have to get the board made, and it takes a little bit of time. So we want to do that early on in the month.
Yeah, be the
and
first
anyone
to
can do it.
claim the world
Anyone
record.
can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, free world record.
It's true. All right.
Any run is a speed run if there is no speed run board.
We have a few people in chat saying that they're going to jump in and have a go at it. That's pretty cool. I'm very excited to try this one out.
Go ahead. You finish.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just going to say, I'm curious to see how long the run's going to be. I don't think it's going to be crazy amount of time.
Bug thought it would be that we could get it under 30 minutes for sure. But yeah, we'll see. And there's different levels too, so there's a possibility for different categories and things like that. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, there's more than one game mode. Yeah.
Also, not only should y'all give this game a try, you should tell your friends to give this game a try. If you stream the game, please post in the Board Boosters Discord that you're streaming it. We have a go live section specifically for that. And if people are popping in a chat and they're like, "What is this? Why are you running this?" Let them know. We have Board Booster insignia in the Discord, and we have the Board Booster symbol down here, the logo. That's the word I'm trying to say, the logo, that you can put in your stream layout when you're doing Board Boosters content. We encourage it. So
my brand.
Grab a Discord invite, throw it into your chat, and let people know to get in on the action. So, oh my gosh, we got a raid.
Holy smokes. Maybe we should have a little bit more dexterity video because we have some new people in from the raid.
I'll put that up.
Welcome in, Marshmallow Dragon and Raiders. We love you all. Hope your stream went well.
We don't have a chat bot to shout out with. I have to use the built-in shout out mechanic.
Yeah, Latalis has to shout out like it's like the 1900s still. But we welcome in. We are a speedrunning club. We speedrun games in the same month, together to try and bring some love to little-known games. The game you're seeing on screen right now is called Dexterity or Funny Field on the Game Boy, and this is the one we're going to be doing for June in the next month. So we're very excited to give that a try. If that sounds good to you, or if you're interested in that, please join the Discord. There's a link in the chat, and it's open to all. There's no dues. You don't have to pay any money. Very, very fun. A good group of people to play games with.
Go outside, throw rocks at your streamer, touch grass. Okay, Marsh.
Or just stay inside and play Dexterity and get a speed run for the board.
Yeah,
love to see that.
There you go.
Marshmallow Dragon was also participating in the charity event we were talking about earlier, by the way. So thank you very much, Marsh, for supporting St. Jude.
Yeah. Playing Tales of Destiny, which I believe Zero Counts, you did the bad ending speedrun for 1 year.
Nato says you can take the Game Boy outside.
I did. I did do the Tales of Destiny bad ending speedrun. That game has a very interesting system where there's a boss battle in it. Since we got the raid, I'm going to talk about it because it's very funny. There's a fight in the game that you're supposed to lose, and they make the boss incredibly difficult so that you can't possibly win, except you can win. And if you do win, there's like a sequence that happens after the fight where it's like, hey, what if you do this, now there's not going to be any more story, like what are we supposed to do now, like we're just gonna there's no like nothing to do, like there's no conflict, and they just like a screen pops up and it's like, oh, there was supposed to be a lot of story, but now we can't see what happens because the story is not going to unfold the way it's supposed to, and then it gives you a game over and it resets your game.
So that's the good ending.
Yeah, right. That should be the good ending, but it's incredibly difficult. And the way that we do it in the speedrun is you actually have to like do a save glitch that where it would involves removing the memory card while it's saving to make it only save, because the game saves your like character data first and then like the location. So what you want to do is you want to pull the memory card out before it saves your location, so that it keeps your location from the save before, which is by the fight. It's incredibly complicated, but it's very cool.
It's like trading your friend a Mewtwo and then unplugging the cable halfway through.
It's the exact same type of system. Yeah, I had to actually get I had to like test out different memory cards that pulled out of the slot easier. So the one that I actually use is it's a memory card that has Lara Croft molded on the top of it, and it's just it just comes out real easy.
You're much easier to yank on, Laura.
Exactly right.
her friction coefficient is better,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, two perfectly shaped handles, says Aces. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, they're
Jesus
very
Christ.
Polygonal.
This is the closest we've come to being canceled as an organization. Anyways, play Dexterity. It'll be great. We'll have fun.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the raid, Marsh. We're just finishing up, so I'm going to put the Discord invite in there, which works because I just fixed it before stream. Feel free to join Board Boosters. Even if you've never speedrun a game before, please hop in. That's part of the reason why we have this, is to give people a group that they can learn a speedrun with together, which is always one of the most daunting things about like picking up a speedrun, is like, how do I do that? How do I learn that? And I will tell you from experience, it is so much easier when you have a supportive community there to back you up, and there to like teach you and support you, and that's what Board Boosters does. So definitely hop in.
And Dexterity doesn't have a board yet, so if you just
a casual play of the game is a world record. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say whether or not Mike will participate and crush your time, but who knows?
It's the reality we all live with as Board Boosters.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, folks, let's find a raid target before we hop out of here.
I was about to say, yep. Let's find a raid target and get out of here.
I hear Board Boosters.
Oh, are they?
There are a few people who we might have rated in the past who are live. A couple of names I'm seeing who are live that maybe I'll suggest, just as people who speedrun old games and play a lot of old games. Maybe either Toad or Author Blues. I don't know how you folks feel about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have a preference either way. I'm just throwing names out there.
Let's head on over to Author Blues. What do we got going on over there?
Author Blues, I barely know.
Cerebral Puzzle Showcase. So maybe that fits with Dexterity.
Is Dexterity cerebral?
Well, it is a puzzle.
All right. Great.
It's more cerebral than Castlevania Prelude of Chaos, perhaps.
Perhaps.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out. We will see you all in the Discord, and also for the next post-mortem of Dexterity. Yes.
Yar.
I will just throw in a quick Board Boosters raid thing for folks to copy and paste there. There we go.
There we go.
Board Boosters raid.
Paste that into Author Blues chat when we go on this raid here.
Why is it so hard to copy things?
So hard.
It's true. Thanks everyone for stopping by and for chatting, and we will see you folks hopefully in the Discord and playing Dexterity over the next month.
Bye everybody.